Hi, I'm McGlashan for Club Marine TV. Having tallied countless hours on the water over the decades in all manner of vessels, there are a few things I really wish I'd been told when I was new to boating. The single biggest thing I wished I knew was to have a checklist. While it will vary between vessels, a list I can physically tick off every time I hit the water would have been invaluable, especially when I was younger and inexperienced. While it may sound silly, a list really helps you get into the routine of checking everything off before you hit the water and when you come back. It really does make boating easier and safer. Club Marine has prepared a checklist that boaties can use to be more prepared for a day out on the water. You'll find the list at clubmarine.com.au/boating checklist. So what's on the list? Simple things like bungs, tie downs, battery checks. Make sure all your safety gear is on board, including life jackets, and of course that it's all functional. And you've got your fishing gear, cameras, and charge those batteries, etc. It might sound like you're repeating the same task every time you take the boat out, but you need to check and recheck everything, and don't rely on everyone else to do it. And it's advisable to check it all before you even leave for the ramp. In fact, the checks really do start at your house before you even leave. Practice reversing your trailer with the boat on it in a safe place with plenty of room to move around. So when you do get to the ramp, you'll have a better idea of how to back it down safely. I learnt this the hard way, through trial and error, and I would have loved to have had someone show me the basics rather than go through the embarrassment of working it all out at the ramp in front of a crowd. Club Marine has a number of videos to help prepare you if you're new to it, including launching and retrieving your boat and even solo launching. So make sure you watch these videos for some more tips. It's smart to have some really basic engine maintenance skills to help get you out of trouble if something goes wrong when you're on the water. For example, a flat battery could actually be caused by a loose or corroded connection. But not knowing what to look for is a real headache. When the electronics don't power up, it's not the positive wire that's so often thought. More often than not, it's actually the earth wire that's faulty. And what happens if the engine doesn't start while you're out on the water somewhere? Refer back to the list. Is the kill switch attached? Is it in gear? For tips about what might be going wrong, have a look at our engine maintenance videos. These days, modern outboards are very reliable if they're serviced regularly. So a big issue for breakdowns is fuel, or rather, water in your fuel. It can cause some real dramas, but is an easy fix if you know what is wrong. Having someone explain what water in your fuel can do to the engine and running through how to fix it would have saved many a boatie, believe me. So learn how to drain the water separator and tighten it correctly. On the same note, an alarm on the water separator is a godsend, and I would highly recommend it on all boats. It takes a bit of effort to ensure you and your boat are ready, but it's certainly worth it. And because I like being well prepared, I'm always adding to my to-do list on the phone when something needs to be done, even when I'm on the water. If someone had told me to do this since day one and make regular checklists of all the things I should do every time I hit the water, I would have saved myself a lot of bother early on and got into the fun a bit sooner. So set up your checklist and know your procedures, because this ensures everything is done and your mate might even have a few handy tips to add. So with a bit of proper preparation, there'll be enough life jackets for everyone. You won't be launching without the bungs, no flat batteries, and no forgotten camera to prove you caught that huge fish.